guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the misconceptions with toilets and Feng Shui and the things you actually need to look for when you're assessing a bathroom. Hey guys, back with another video this week. How are you doing? I hope you have enjoyed some of the new videos I've been putting out. I've been trying to really break down some of this Feng Shui, a lot of the myths and the superstitions, and separate fact from fiction. So welcome back today. So today I'm addressing the toilet misconception. So many times in Feng Shui we have this, that's probably one of the most asked questions about how somebody can cure a bathroom or cure a toilet. So I'm here to tell you today, you don't actually have to be too worried about the bathroom despite popular beliefs or misconceptions. Again, there's no need to put any sort of plants or crystals in your bathroom, as these don't actually do anything. So today I'm going to tell you a few things you need to look at when you, maybe you're looking through your home and you want to add Feng Shui, and you're like, you hear this thing about Feng Shui bathrooms, or how to cure a toilet, or toilet's actually bad Feng Shui. So today I'm going to answer a lot of these questions. So let's get started.
If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the little alert icon so you never miss a video.
So a lot of this misconception actually comes from the fact that toilets just used to be a big stinky hole in the ground, okay? So it would be a place in your, if it was located inside a home, it would be a place where piles of waste would accumulate, right? Big old stinky piles of poop would accumulate in your home, or, of course, if you were sick or something like that, this would accumulate in your home. And so let's look at myth number one, that Feng Shui of a toilet, or the placement of a toilet, can actually affect your health. So this is myth number one. And let me address this just by saying, because the toilets were just holes in the ground, if you were sick, like dysentery or something like that, these particles would float in the air. Of course, this is how you get things like the stomach flu. If you're around somebody who is sick, and of course you breathe in that, those germs. A great example is that my son was sick probably maybe a year or so ago, and as he was getting sick in the restroom, my husband went to go check on him, and he opened the door and he was making sure he was okay and everything, and he is the one that actually ended up also getting sick. I escaped it because I did not go in the restroom when my son was in the act of being ill, and I covered my face when I was cleaning up the resulting mess. So if you have kids, you understand this. So it's the same concept in these ancient China where these myths came from. The restrooms and stuff typically would be located outside instead of inside, because if somebody was sick, these particles, will go up in the air. Of course, they didn't know about viruses and contagion and cleanliness back then. So nowadays, where it's easier to actually keep your restroom clean, we have sprays and cleaners and everything like that. We have vents and filters and everything. So we actually don't really have to worry about contracting an illness or getting sick from our restroom. Myth number two, where it comes from, that affects your ability to create wealth, or that your wealth is depleted because of a bathroom or drains. This is a misconception, and I'll address this as myth number two. Your toilet does not contribute to loss of wealth. The reason people said that you could lose wealth because of your toilet or your restroom placement, again, is because if you fall ill, from previous tip number one, or misconception number one, if you have your toilet inside, you breathe in those germs and you fall ill, you're not able to work. You can't work when you're sick. I mean, we're seeing that right now with people that are having to lose time and stuff if they've contracted, like, this stuff going around right now. And so if you're not able to work, you will definitely lose money, right? And so that is where the misconception of losing wealth because of a toilet in your home comes from. It has actually nothing to do with toilet placement, okay? Myth number 3 is that a toilet in Feng Shui, you know, the toilet placement actually can affect your relationship. Let me tell you why it can't. Does it make any sense to blame a toilet for your relationship not being good? I promise I've never looked at Feng Shui and blamed a toilet, because it is not the toilet's fault. It is our fault. Our relationships are not good, okay? Our personal energy, as I've talked about before, can affect our relationships, and our environment actually can. The Feng Shui of your home can actually reflect what's going on internally. However, a toilet will not affect your relationship specifically. Where this myth comes from is that back in the day, of course, you know, you have your illness from the toilet being inside, you get sick, you can't work, you don't have money. What do people fight about in relationships? What is a big stress in relationships? It's finances. So if you're sick, you're not able to work, it puts a strain on your relationship. So again, don't get caught up in a misconception that a toilet placement will affect your relationship or your wealth or your health. It's really not true, okay? So let's talk about the cases where it actually can affect you. Let's look at that. All right, guys, when should you be worried about toilet placement? Because there is certain times you actually do have to look at your toilet and kind of assess where it's at. So let's look at some instances where your toilet is a factor. Okay, so say you come into your front door. You are walking into your front door of your home. We've talked about this, the chi mouth of your home, right? You take a look at that front door, and immediately as you walk into your home, you see that there's like a guest bathroom, and you see the bathroom right there. This is actually okay. Your wealth is not going down the toilet. I promise this can't happen unless you flush money down the toilet. This is ridiculous to say. So quit saying your wealth goes down the toilet. It's not true. All this means is that when you enter your home, all the chi flow or all the energy flow that's coming into your home is supposed to circulate throughout. It's supposed to be like a little meandering, you know, of energy. It's not supposed to rush into a bathroom. And all it means is that area or that toilet is actually getting it's actually getting the best chi flow. You know, it's collecting all the chi or the energy flow that's coming into your home. So all you have to do to fix this is close the bathroom door, okay? You don't have to hang a crystal or put a plant or something weird like that in your bathroom. This doesn't work anyway. I've seen people put like mirrors on the ceilings or something. What does that do? Okay, it doesn't actually do anything. So that's one instance you have to look at. It's okay, but just close that door. Unless you spend a lot of time in that bathroom, it just means you're not going to get the beneficial chi. You know, we typically only spend a few minutes in our restroom at a time, and we don't work or study in there. And so all it means is that, especially if you have a good energy incoming into your home, all it means is that your restroom is just getting good chi. That's a little bit wasted, so no worries there. Another misconception is that if you can see a bathroom from your kitchen, it means that, you know, there's illness or something like that. This is not necessarily true. For a kitchen, you have to look. If you're looking from your stove and directly across from your stove, you see a toilet, not even just the bathroom, but a toilet. This does create that fire and water, that elemental clash. And so, you know, the stove is fire and the toilet, of course, is water because it has water in it. All you have to do is keep the toilet lid closed and close your bathroom door. No need for weird Feng Shui type items, okay? No need for these weird items. Another instance you have to look at with the stove is that perhaps there's drains directly above the stove, and the drains, you know there's a drainage system that comes down and it's directly above the stove. You do have to consider your stove placement in that case. It is actually the drains that are affecting your, the stove. It's not actually the toilet. So unless there's a toilet directly above that, of course it drains down. If there's a toilet directly above your stove, this could cause some issues. And it's the same for your bed. Most master bedrooms nowadays, they have a bathroom in them, and it's fine. I mean, I have a bathroom in mine. My toilet is actually tucked behind a little partition wall, and I can't see it from my bed. If you can see it from your bed, you may have some issues, but close the door. It's not a big deal, okay? Unless you have drains directly behind your head and there's water running through all the time, or if there's a drain directly above your head, then you don't have to worry about it. All right, guys, well, I hope I worked and helped to clear some of that misconception up. If you've heard some of these Feng Shui like rumors, or, you know, some of these superstitions, or if you yourself have practiced some of these, just comment below in the comment section, put a little toilet emoji. I know when I first started doing Feng Shui, of course, you know, this is what you learn, but this is a very just beginning stage of Feng Shui. It's okay. And, you know, you might think, oh, toilets are bad, but all toilets don't need to be cured or fixed or anything like that. And honestly, if there's a bad toilet placement, the only way to actually fix it is to have the bathroom moved, or to, you know, move the space it's affecting, like your front door or your stove or something like that. So nothing you're gonna put up is actually gonna fix this. Forms cannot be fixed by an item. So a form is just the way your house flows. This is where the walls are and where our furniture is, okay? And we cannot fix this by putting up a mirror or a crystal or something. It actually just doesn't work, you know, so no need to do that. Let's just look at it and take the superstition out. And again, if you've ever used one of these items, or if you've ever heard this Feng Shui superstition, just comment that little toilet emoji below. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to support the channel by liking, subscribing, commenting, and ask me questions, okay? If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the little alert icon so you can be alerted when new videos come out. It just kind of helps you keep up, and I am putting them up weekly, so make sure you check back on Mondays. I'll have these videos up.
Be sure to visit my website at fengshuibycandice.com, where I have a fun feature called the Vatsa Calculator, in which you plug in your birthday and you will actually be able to see what your 4 Chinese zodiac animals are. You can also become a member of the website and have access to the interactive forum, and you can just do this by creating a membership and logging in with Facebook.